Oh, hey there. Just playing my Steam Deck. You know what? I thought, this is pretty good and all, but wouldn't it be much better if I docked it to a bigger display? I mean, this screen is nice and all, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a beautiful OLED screen that just so happens to not be on right now. Don't question me as to why. But sometimes we just want to kick back on the couch and maybe play this on a bigger screen. Well, I'm gonna go dock it. To this screen? Oh, no, not this one. Oh, to this? No, not big enough. To this 4K 82-inch Samsung TV with HDR? Yeah, I'm gonna dock it to this one. In my last Steam Deck setup video, I set the deck up in a cellar, and the idea with that video was I wanted to show what you could get away with almost next to nothing. I used DIY parts, a kind of really old TV, and I just put it to the test and made a full working gaming workstation. In this video, we're doing the opposite. In this video, I'm making the ultimate Steam Deck setup. This is a fully functioning home theater gaming experience. And it's not just from the TV. There's a lot of other parts in here that really put the whole thing together and make this super immersive. And honestly, it kind of equates to regular console gaming. So without further ado, let's get into the whole setup where I break down everything I use to make the ultimate home theater Steam Deck gaming setup. Ow. So we're gonna start with the gear. What am I using to plug the Steam Deck in? Well, first of all, it's over there, let me get it.
Many hours later.
The Steam Deck itself, duh, obviously. And then, a charger. What do you know? Obviously, this is the charger that comes with the Steam Deck in all seriousness, so everyone has it. And this is the dock I recommend for the job. This is a U-Green, I'm pretty sure it's the 5-in-1 Steam Deck dock. It has the USB-C cable runs off the side right here, and it just clock on the top like that. In the back, we have some pretty good I/O. So we have two, I'm pretty sure there's our USB 3 ports and one HDMI, and then your power delivery right here. And if you want, there's also Ethernet right here. Perfect for a docked like home theater setup. You get fast downloads with the Ethernet speed. It's gonna be a great time. Now, to get display from the dock to the TV, I've got a HDMI 2.1 cable. And the reason I have this is so that I can display 4K 60 FPS. And I'll show you why we're gonna need that later in the video, stay tuned. And also so we get HDR support. So you're gonna need an HDMI 2.1 cable like this. And to top it all off, I have a PS5 controller. And right now, this is the best controller for the Steam Deck. This goes without saying that obviously, if you've seen the news, Valve just announced a Steam machine and a Steam controller. So this video is only proof that Valve is very much ready for the living room console experience. And you'll see why, even with a Steam Deck or lower powered machine, that you can get a lot out of this thing. And it's actually a really awesome experience. So let's go, follow me. Okay, so we have all the gear, all the cables, everything we need to plug in, but what kind of setup do we actually have going on here? Well, let me show you. And of course, we gotta start with the one and only, the 4K 82-inch Samsung HDR TV. I'm not entirely sure what model it is, but I do know that it is an LCD display, so it is an OLED, but if you have an OLED TV, oh my God, it's gonna be way better. Anyway, this TV is pretty impressive for what it is, and it does have HDR, but it is fake DR in this scenario because it is an LCD display, and it has enough dim zones to pull it off, but it ain't gonna be the best experience that you get with an OLED display. Suffice to say, it kicks pretty well. Okay, all right. This is a Sonos Beam Gen 2 soundbar with Dolby Atmos support. Now, it has firing speakers on the side, one or two on the front. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch on the front. But like I mentioned, there's a few more speakers to actually give a full Dolby Atmos surround sound setup. So follow me. Okay. Oh God, get out of the light, got on the floor. Okay. This is the first of the two wall speakers, the Sonos Era 300, and this is a fully Dolby Atmos speaker in itself, has fully surround speakers on the top here and the sides, and a few at the front, and follow me, there's one on the other side. Here's the other one, and they're both perpendicular to each other on either side to give a full surround sound kind of experience. And yes, they wirelessly hook up to this, so it's all a linked setup, and this is kind of like the core of it all is this speaker. Now, let's hook this all up, and let's get going. Wow. HDMI cable's so long.
That's what she said.
Again, ignore my cable management, it's awful. Whew, all right. Well, everything's set up. We are good to go. We're on our nice couch. Got my controller right here, but it's kind of dark down here. Hey Google, turn the basement LEDs on. Let's kick back and relax. Okay, maybe this is too far back. All right, we're ready to go. And the best part is I don't even have to get up to turn the Steam Deck on. I just do this. HDMI CEC support. All right, so let's start with some gameplay. I broke this up into chunks, so I'm starting with last gen titles, and then I'm working my up to current gen AAA, and then I'm finishing with indie with a little special surprise, and you'll see what it is, so stay tuned till the end there. And honestly, I'm fairly surprised with the performance on this thing overall, so really excited to get into this. Okay, so the first game I got up here is Borderlands. It is the Game of the Year Enhanced Edition, but this is essentially just Borderlands 1, and honestly, it looks great on the big screen. These last-gen titles you're gonna get a lot of mileage out of especially, and yeah, I'm just getting a 60 FPS locked, no problem at all. All right, next up we are playing Portal 2, and a little surprise about this that I'm hinting at right now. We are currently at 60 FPS, maxed out settings, and little special tidbit, but this is running 4K native. I'm not doing any upscaling, so you'll see sometimes it dips a little bit under 60 FPS, but this runs at full 4K native and it's very playable. All right, and for our final last gen game, this is Okami. This is the HD re-release, and funny little tidbit about this game is that I'm actually running it at 1440p upscaled to 4K. Is wow, it is super sharp. Okay, so now we are playing Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. This isn't exactly current gen, but we are moving up the ladder a little bit in terms of demand here. It runs great. 720p upscaled, maxed out settings at ultra, and it's 60 FPS locked, super smooth, super playable, and yeah, like no complaints at all. All right, and next up we have Control. Now this game was showcased originally when the Steam Deck initially came out, but yeah, this game just rules. I love Remedy. They make some of the best games in my opinion. Okay, so next up, and this is a special one, Ghosts of Tsushima. And funny thing about this game actually is that it works with the PS5 controller exclusive features. It detected it and it switched the colors, and I felt the triggers. All right, so this next game, we're gonna take it up a notch. We are going even more current gen. I'm thinking you're gonna be a little surprised. All right, so the next game is Dead Space, the remake. And this one pretty recently came out. Like, not super recent, but this game is a little bit more demanding on the Steam Deck as it is. So you'll see that we're dipping a little bit below 40 into the 30s a little bit, but overall locked to 30 FPS, and this will be quite a tight experience. But we are not done pushing it yet. There is one final current gen game that just very recently released from the upload date of this video, and this one has had problems since day one running well. Doom, the Dark Ages, and yeah, we're starting to lose a little bit of performance here, but it's still pretty competent. I mean, this is running at almost 30 FPS, 720p upscaled with the handheld preset. Bethesda actually recently updated this game to make it run better on handhelds, and this just goes to show that the Steam machine is gonna just do wonders in the living room. It's just gonna perform so well, and just show that like how far we can push the Steam Deck is one thing, but once we have a full console sitting in front of our hands, that's gonna be a whole other ballpark. And with the freedom Steam gives and the extensive library I have, like, and it just goes to show that like the sky's the limit here. Most 2D and lower power indie games run 4K native on this device, and we're gonna get into that right now, and we're gonna start with the next game coming up. here we go. All right, and to start off, we have Hades 2, and happy to report that it is perfect at 4K. It looks incredible. All right, next up, and this is another little roguelike game, Enter the Gungeon. I love this game, and this came out a while ago, but again, I'm playing native 4K, and I'm getting above 60 FPS. Again, I unlocked it just to show you what's possible with this thing, and it just kicks butt at indie games, man. All right, now I know you're probably thinking, Nick, dude, come on, stop. Obviously, 2D indie games are gonna run well. They run well on a calculator. Well, next up is A Short Hike, and this is a 3D indie game. Now, still, obviously, it's not gonna be as intensive as other games, but I'm getting above 60 FPS at 4K native again. All right, next up, we have Gunfire Reborn, and this game runs amazing. And again, 4K native, and I've unlocked the frame rate again, so we're over 60 FPS. I've talked about this game a lot in other videos I've made, and it's a really, really addictive roguelite FPS, and I've been playing it a lot. Anyway, moving on to the last game. And for the final game, I think you all saw this coming, Hollow Knight Silksong. It's such a testament to indie games, runs perfectly 4K native. This game just is stunning. I love it to death. Anyway, let's wrap it up with my final thoughts. Follow me. All right. Ugh. Ow. Oh my God, that hurt. All right, well, that's that. I just want to wrap up this video and show that while the Steam Deck in itself is a handheld console, and it's got a lot of great portability with it, in itself is a dockable PC that works like a home theater console setup. As you see in this video, I have pushed the deck to its absolute limits. I've tried everywhere from last gen games to current gen games. Now, obviously, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices because at its core, the Steam Deck was built as a handheld device, but just goes to show that when the Steam machine comes out in the future, people will be looking back to this video and saying, wow, like we could do this from the very start and look how good we have it now. And I'm really glad that Valve is taking this kind of stance with the living room. This has been Nick. Thank you all for watching another special little video. I really hope you like these type of videos. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think of these? Are you thinking about making a living room PC gaming setup? Are you thinking about docking your Steam Deck, whoops, to a TV and making a home theater setup like this? Do you currently do this? Let me know. I really want to hear your thoughts down below. So, you know what? Thank you so much for stopping by. And this has been Nick, and I'm gonna go play some more games. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.